Yes.
Respected Chairman of this session, Professor E. Lavanya garu, respected all the delegates, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today I am very happy and privileged to stand before you to give my presentation on the title Business History, the Plight of Maritime Business in Coastal Andhra, especially during 17th century. Here in this paper, I am going to highlight the significance of port business and the significance of textile business that have connected with the port business that have taken place especially during 17th century. It is most relevant topic as our Andhra Pradesh government have given much importance to develop ports which were dotted along or on the coastal line from Srikakulam till to the Nellore. Even in this century, it is most relevant. Why? Because during 17th and 18th century, most of the scholars have depicted that page as the dark age in Indian history. If you look at the history of the coastal line of Andhra, especially particular the period 17th century, it is somewhat a significant period. Because the entire coast have played a major role, and that coastal Andhra have seen many ups and downs. It have witnessed that where the Western powers coming into our land and territory and occupying and spreading their Western culture and Western business. And we can also see that the rulers from Golconda, they also have meticulously have enjoyed their power over this land. For example, Qutub Shahis. During their period, the port city Machilipatnam have reached its strength. Consequently, it also attracted the attention of the Western colonial masters, especially Dutch, French and English. It also led to create a conflict among themselves to monopolize maritime business activities which have taken place during this coastal line. So that's what, in this connection, ports are so important. It is necessary at this juncture to look into the history of the ports and its successful business have taken place during 17th century. I am going to just give an overview because we have a time constraint, that how many ports are there and which port have played a major role, and in connecting with that ports, what kind of business activity taken place and created its own place and made this region as a prosperous and attracted the Western business people attention over this place. That's what I will tell you, and then I will conclude it. Just to give an overview. So when it comes to the ports, that ports in Andhra have played a pivotal role in the history of coastal Andhra. Maritime trade, and why it have played a pivotal role? Because the proximity of this coastal geographical advantage that is attached to this coastal region with the Bay of Bengal. Mostly, we have seen in the history that the western coast only have played a major role, that Gujarat region played a major role from the ancient time onwards. But this coastal region also, we also, Andhra Pradesh also have a long coastal line. This region also have played a major role in the history of Andhra. That's why during ancient time, Amravati as the capital, it played a major role, make lots of prosperity this region. And when it comes to the 17th century, that Machilipatnam port also played a major role. That ports, you see, have got a tremendous and somewhat meticulous advantage they have created because of proximity to the ocean one side. The other side, inside Godavari and Krishna Delta region, it is so fertile even today also. These two things what happened have created in the business, maritime business from this coastal Andhra. That's what it is relevant and it is necessary to know about the historical success of this region doing maritime trade, consequently making prosperity. So I'll try to conclude it. So even though there are difficulties faced by this region, but ultimately we have to look at the success itself. So that's what this region, for example, the ports from the Godavari Krishna Delta or Nizampatnam Port, Motupalli Port, Kakinada, Uppada, Talarevu, Porangi, Yanam, Narsapuram, and then if you go beyond like that Bhiminapatnam, Kalingapatnam, like that till Srikakulam, there are many ports. There are almost 40 ports are there, small ports. There are more than 10 big ports also are there. They played a major role during 17th century, made this region prosper. That's what Golconda, Qutub Shah, Nawabs also have kept a main focus on this region to extract the prosperity from this region. The prosperity from this region already inland, fertility land, availability of the fertility land one side, the other side, it also well connected with the western maritime lines. That's both the ways what happened. This region made lots of prosperity, where that is one thing. And when it comes to the south coastal, you can see that Nellore, Armogan, Krishnapatnam, these ports also played a major role. That's what, and attached to these ports, the textile business, Kalamkari, you know very well, even today itself also, that the women so fascinated wear the Kalamkari sarees which have been produced from this place itself, where this place also equipped with, this region mostly equipped with the artisans who are having great skills of making Kalamkari sarees. So in this way, this region is so prosperous and played a major role. And in this context, that rulers and policy makers also should look into the history, what happened in the history, positive things and negative things. That analysis also they need it. Then after that, they can come with the good policies to make this region prosper. Thank you very much.